They were the faces we grew up with, the kids who made us laugh, cry, and believe in magic. Some fell to illness, others to addiction, tragedy, or the silent weight of fame itself. They lived in the spotlight, but never got the chance to grow old. This is 25 celebrities who were famous since they were kids and died before growing old.
The incy-wincy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
She was only 10 years old, a bright, talented child who could light up any room and any screen. Judith Barsi was already a star in Hollywood, the voice of Ducky in The Land Before Time and Anne-Marie in All Dogs Go to Heaven. But behind the laughter and studio lights was a home filled with terror. Born in 1978, to Hungarian immigrants Maria and Josef Barsi, Judith began acting at just 3 years old, appearing in over 50 commercials before her breakout in Jaws, The Revenge to the World. She was a prodigy. At home, she was a child living in fear. Her father, Josef, was reportedly abusive and deeply jealous of her success. Friends recalled Judith whispering, "I'm afraid to go home." On July 25, 1988, the fear ended in tragedy. Josef shot Judith and her mother, set their house ablaze, and then took his own life. The pink TV in her bedroom, a gift from her father, was found beside her body. Judith's story became a painful symbol of a system that failed to protect her, a reminder that sometimes the most successful children carry invisible bruises.
You should come out. You should. You are late. Yes, you are. Yep, yep, yep.
Her voice still echoes softly in her films, forever saying, "Yep, yep, yep."
This is the happiest day of my life.
Before the 1994 remake, The Little Rascals was a black and white world of mischief, laughter, and charm. And one of its brightest young stars was a bespectacled boy with a croaking voice named Froggy Billy Laughlin, born in 1932 in San Gabriel, California, joined the Our Gang series at just 8 years old. His raspy, frog-like voice became his signature, part cartoonish, part endearing, and instantly unforgettable. Over the next 4 years, Billy appeared in every short the studio made, quickly rising from sidekick to fan favorite. In the final 1944 film, Dancing Romeo, it was Froggy who delivered the very last line of the series, a perfect farewell for a character who had made millions smile outside of our gang. Billy made only one other film appearance, his only time using his real voice on screen.
But with my pop, 2 brother-in-laws, and a sis in high school, we kids ain't got a chick.
Then at just 16, tragedy struck. On August 31st, 1948, while riding a motor scooter with a friend in La Puente, California, Billy was hit by a truck after a sudden U-turn into traffic. He was thrown 40 feet and died from his injuries. The boy who made the world laugh with a croak was silenced too soon. He was just a baby when America first met him, one of the Barone twins on Everybody Loves Raymond, toddling through sitcom history with his real-life siblings by his side. Sawyer Sweeten grew up in front of millions, but when the camera stopped, he quietly stepped away from Hollywood. By 19, the little boy who once brought warmth and laughter into living rooms everywhere had vanished from public life. On April 23, 2015, while visiting family in Texas, Sawyer took his own life.
I mean, we had more conversations, obviously, before going to Texas, but, they went to Texas, and, at that time, that's when he had a conversation with his dad and told his dad, he felt like he was evil and didn't deserve to live.
He was only weeks away from turning 20. His sister, actress Madeline Sweeten, broke the news in a statement filled with heartbreak. "A terrible family tragedy has occurred. We beg of you to reach out to the ones you love." Sawyer had appeared in 139 episodes of Everybody Loves Raymond, but after the show ended, he chose a life away from the spotlight. Friends described him as kind, quiet, and deeply loyal. His death sent shockwaves through the cast and fans who had watched him grow up on screen. He was once part of a TV family that made millions laugh, but behind the laughter, a young man was hurting. And now, one half of those Baroni twins is gone.
Being true is all I can do. That's all I can do in my craft that makes it valid for me.
He was 23, talented, gentle, and already haunted by a depth beyond his years. River Phoenix wasn't just another young star. He was the kind of actor who made audiences believe he felt everything. On the night of October 30th, 1993, that sensitivity met a tragic end. Outside West Hollywood's Viper Room, River collapsed onto the sidewalk, convulsing as his brother Joaquin called for help.
He's having seizures on Sunset and Larrabee. Please come here.
Moments later, the boy from Stand By Me was gone. His official cause of death, acute multiple drug intoxication. The Los Angeles coroner found a lethal mix in his system. High concentrations of cocaine and heroin, along with Valium, marijuana, and ephedrine. The combination was devastating. River's body simply shut down. Born to free-spirited parents who drifted through a cult and poverty before landing in Hollywood, River carried the contradictions of his upbringing, preaching purity while wrestling private pain. He became an Oscar-nominated actor by 18, a devoted vegan and a quiet idealist who wanted to use fame for good. But fame took more than it gave. In the end, River Phoenix didn't burn out. He was extinguished by the very world he tried to rise above. Forever 23. He was just 12 when Hollywood came calling. A Knoxville kid plucked from obscurity to star alongside Susan Sarandon and Tommy Lee Jones in The Client. Brad Renfro had the kind of raw, natural talent that couldn't be taught.
Instead of this is life, because, art and acting and, is a way to escape.
Critics called him a prodigy, but fame came faster than guidance, and the spotlight that made him famous also became the thing that burned him out. Throughout his teens and early 20s, Renfro's life unraveled in public view. Arrests for drug possession, probation violations, and stints in rehab that never seemed to stick. "I'm tired of paying the consequences," he once said, trying to reclaim the control fame had taken from him. But the struggle never let go.
It's gonna end up getting in the way and hurting you in the end. Unfortunately, not many people are lucky enough to traverse through things like that and come out on the other side,
On January 15th, 2008, paramedics found him dead in his Los Angeles home. He was 25. The night before, he had reportedly been drinking with friends. Later, the coroner confirmed what many feared, a fatal heroin overdose. At the time of his death, he had just finished filming The Informers, working hard for a comeback that never came. Brad Renfro's story is the Hollywood tragedy we all know too well. A young star who had everything except time.
And it's like extra read all about it. Furniture bankruptcy is going out, so come get it now before it's all gone, you know, and blah, 30-second thing, and it was over, and I never saw either of them.
He was once Hollywood's favorite kid, a grinning, energetic teen who made the 1980s feel a little cooler. Corey Haim burst onto the scene in The Lost Boys, Lucas, and License to Drive, his charm and vulnerability turning him into a poster on bedroom walls across the world. But behind that smile was a young man already drowning in pressure, fame, and addiction. Born in Toronto in 1971, Haim became one half of the two Coreys alongside Corey Feldman, a duo that defined teen stardom and its dark underbelly. As the cameras faded, the drug stayed. Cocaine, Valium, and years of dependency sent him in and out of rehab more than 15 times. By the mid-2000s, he was broke, struggling, but still chasing a comeback. On March 10, 2010, his mother found him unsteady and gasping for breath. Hours later, he was gone at 38. The coroner reported pulmonary congestion, an enlarged heart, and lungs filled with fluid. Prescription bottles lined his room, but no illicit drugs were found. Corey Haim's story became a cautionary tale of what child fame can steal: innocence, health, and sometimes the chance to grow up.
Hi, I'm Michelle Trachtenberg, and I play Harriet M. Welsh. I want to see the whole world, and I want to write down everything.
She was only 9 when she first stepped into the spotlight. A bright, blue-eyed kid with a quiet confidence that made audiences believe in her. Michelle Trachtenberg grew up on screen, from Harriet the Spy to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where she became Dawn Summers, the little sister fans fiercely protected. Later, as Georgina Sparks on Gossip Girl, she turned that innocence into sharp-edged mischief, proving she could play both light and dark with equal skill. On a Wednesday morning in Manhattan, police found the 39-year-old actress unresponsive in her apartment.
Breaking news now, really sad news about Gossip Girl actress Michelle Trachtenberg. She's been found dead. She was found in her New York City apartment today by her mother.
She was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities ruled out foul play, and her family asked for privacy, calling her loss heartbreaking beyond words. Tributes poured in. Blake Lively remembered her as fiercely loyal, brave, and distinctly herself. James Marsters called her howlingly funny and deeply intelligent. Rosie O'Donnell, her first co-star, said, "She struggled the last few years. I wish I could have helped." In her final years, Michelle hosted Meet, Marry, Murder, and returned briefly to the Gossip Girl universe.
More drama, blood, pizzazz. We're going to restore her to her glory days.
A quiet encore for a performer who had once been Hollywood's most promising young face. Now that promise has fallen silent too soon. They captured our hearts as children, and though their lives ended too soon, their legacy still shines through every rerun, every song, every smile we remember. Fame gave them a stage, but it couldn't promise a lifetime. Which of these stars left the biggest mark on your childhood? Share your memories below, and if their stories moved you, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories that honor those gone too soon. Thank you for watching.